Hey guys, so I just wanted to come on here and talk about the tough year that I've had. It's not that I don't have people I can talk to, it's more about I don't want to make them sad because they're going through the same thing. Most people may not understand or get it or really care, but my dogs are everything to me. Okay, I'm really gonna try not to cry through this, but I'm already starting, so. I've had a couple dogs and a bit of dragon this year that have died. I just wanted to talk about each one of them. I like talking about my animals. It makes me happy. They're my babies, they're my children. So my husband and I had a friend who had a husky. Her name was Sheba, and she was so beautiful. She had two bright blue eyes, and she was full of hair, which got everywhere. If you have a husky, you know. But he went out of town with his girlfriend at the time, and he left his husky with us to babysit. And when he got back a year later, he noticed that she was thriving at my house with my dogs. So he decided to let her stay with us, which I am completely thankful for. I loved that girl. Sheba was a great dog. She was funny. She loved hugs. She was the best hugger. I miss her hugs so much. She loved going out to sunbathe, even though it's hot in Houston. I'm like, Sheba, come inside. You're gonna get too hot. She looks at me, she would lay her head back down and was like, no mom, thank you. Oh yeah, she hated baths. She really enjoyed playing with my dogs though, so she was really happy. We had her for a few years. In 2018, the day before Halloween, we woke up and she would be walking outside just fine. She would be running around with the other dogs, and all of a sudden she started falling. But then she would get up. I'm like, oh, she must have just hit a rock or something on her toe or something, I don't know. But then she did it again. And then all of a sudden she couldn't stand back up. I'm like, what is wrong with my dog? It freaked me out. So I grabbed my mom and we rushed her to the doctors. And they did an x-ray, couple different kind of x-rays. And they saw that up here in her neck, her spine was rubbing together. And on her tailbone, it was doing the same thing. So they gave us some steroids for her, and she was on steroids for like 2 months. And I was laying on the floor with her the entire time. It was just a sad moment for myself and her, because, you know, she loved to run and she couldn't do it. She couldn't get up. So that was really sad. The steroids helped a little bit. After a little while, she was able to get up and walk on her own. I had the option to get surgery for her, but that was a lot of money and it couldn't have worked. There was a possibility it couldn't have worked. And there was a possibility it could have been a couple different things, which, don't ask me what. I can't pronounce half the medical garbage there is out there. So we just stayed with the steroids and noticed it got better and better. And she wasn't the best walker after that. You know, she stumbled here and there. And for the next 3 years, she was doing good. She was happy. You know, she lived through whatever kind of pain she was having. She was on pain medicine here and there. But then in 2020, the beginning of 2020, we noticed that she was getting really skinny. She was falling a lot more. So we just kept watching her and kept talking about how she is. Is she still walking fine? Is she still running fine? Is she still eating fine? Which, you know, over the months of 2020, she was fine, but we kept noticing little changes here and there. But then, about 6 months later, we noticed a lot of change. She lost even more weight. She kept falling a lot more. She started going to the bathroom inside, which she felt embarrassed about. So that was super sad. Super sad. So the beginning of 2021, we sat down and we really considered all the options that she had. And the option that we came to, even though it was a very sad one, and I was like, are we doing the right thing? Is this the right thing for her? Like, it's not about me, even though this is my child, this is my dog. It's super sad. But you have to think, is this the life she wants? How much longer can she go with the life that she's living right now? Is she in pain? How much pain is she in? Like, you have to ask yourself so many questions. So on January 4th, we made her I told you I was gonna cry. We made her an appointment on January 4th, and that was the first time that I've gone through that experience. So that was super hard. I didn't know how it was gonna feel to say goodbye to one of my dogs. But I knew it was the right thing to do. So it was very hard to not have her in the house anymore. was a whole other experience. For a few weeks, my other dogs didn't really know where she was, if she was coming back. They were just weird. I mean, they knew something was up. So, I mean, we had a month without her, and then, rest in peace, Jiba. We love you so much, still to this day.